the doorbell rang, and I thought it was like my mom or something, and I was scared that she'd walk in on me. It was just someone that wanted to. It was just someone we know. He probably won't like come in my room, so I'm fine. I have my cat with me now. But like I was going on about in the last live stream, bring a book or something you would like. My parents bring this one. Sorry if you can't see this one. Logan likes Marianne. And then they also bring, I think, Boy Crazy Stacy, this one right here. And it was really fun to read during gym time if you didn't want to, like, participate in gym, or if like free time was going slow and you didn't ask them to bring any card games or paper and stuff. But yeah. Also, next tip is to be honest when you're in the group thing, the therapy area. Be honest when you're doing that, because the nurses can and will help you. Just try and be as honest as you can. If if you're comfortable, just be honest, so then you can get the proper help. Even if it makes you stay a little longer, I know it'll suck, but yeah. The next tip is to just swallow the pills. Like, come on. Don't try and even think about hiding the pills, because they will check your mouth. Okay, when I had to do vitals, take medication, they would be like, okay, show me your mouth. And I'd be like, oh, stuff like that. That was cringe. But they make you check, they make you to check under your tongue, around your entire mouth, pretty much the entire mouth. So just take the antidepressants or whatever they're called. Also at the mental hospital, they will also help you. The vitals help you figure out what's wrong with you. That's how I figured out that I have OCD and ADHD, and depression and stuff like that. But we can't talk about that. They also they pretty much will just help you figure out what's wrong with you so you can get correct medication. And even though the ADHD medicine sucked completely, I hated it all. That's not very reassuring, but still, I'm being honest, I hated it. If you're it'll just help you a little bit. But honestly, I stopped taking my ADHD medication because I kept on crying every time I had to, because I am not a pill person. I am a liquid person. In fact, whenever I broke my toe, they made me take a Tylenol. They were like, okay, let's get you a pill. I was like, no, not a pill. But it was before the mental hospital, but I still don't like pills. But they maybe gave me a liquid Tylenol. It sucked. Didn't taste good. But But also, whenever you're being admitted into the mental hospital, the first room you are taken to is a normal hospital room, and there you will get, if it's still COVID, whenever you go to a hospital, just be aware that they will give you a COVID test and they will give you a shot. So be prepared for your arm sleeve up, really hard wiping, and then just be prepared. Make sure you get nice coping mechanisms. And like I said in the last live stream, none of this some of these tips won't even apply to you in your mental hospital, because it will just it won't work for you sometimes, because all mental hospitals are different. If you live in a different country or state, I don't know. I'm not gonna say the state because for reasons. I'm just gonna give you a little hint. I'm in America, in a lower state, just letting you know that. And yeah, so also the second room you will be taken to is a room called, what did we call it? I can't remember what we called it, but I think it was called like the psych room or something. I don't know. But pretty much they'll take you to a room. After the first room, they'll take you to a second room, which is I think we called it the psych room, which is kind of like a padded room, but instead not really padded, but you might have to even spend the night there while they're getting a mental hospital ready for you. But it took me like 5 hours the entire time I was in there. They do, for me, they had a TV in there, so you can ask the workers to turn that on for you to like pass the time. But yeah, and then they'll take you to outside. They'll take you to a vehicle that will take you to the mental hospital. But in the mental hospital, they will ask to pretty much strip you down, but like not the areas like chest areas and lower areas. It's never the lower areas, but if you identify as a man, or you just don't have, like a chest, what I call it, like of course you have a chest, but I mean like a chest, they will ask you to take off your shirt and stuff like that, but but they'll just check you for like scars and bruises, so be prepared for that. Like I said, this might not apply to you, but just be ready for anything I say in this video, just in case. And you're wondering why, like, I made these videos. I saw a mental hospital confirmation, and I was thinking about how many events I did and how many people were like, oh, relatable. So I decided I was just gonna make a video just in case if like you're going to a hospital, because some of the stuff I said would make you go to the hospital. But okay. The next tip is, if you have to go to a mental hospital and it's near night whenever you're actually in there, say yes to any snacks they offer to you, because I made that mistake and I was really hungry. I didn't eat dinner that night because, hospital food's gross. But, they serve me food. But, they, did end up asking first if I wanted a snack, because it was bedtime for the mental hospital. But no, yeah. So what I'm saying is, accept the snacks, and if it's night, again, like, do not bother if you are put with a roommate, do not bother them as they may be sleeping. But if they are not sleeping, they will you can try and make conversation with them, so you can get to know them better, so it's less awkward. Hi, I wanted to ask you, were you ever in a mental hospital? Yes, I was, which is why I'm making these tips. Yes, I was in one once, because in 2021, I think, yeah, it was because of suicide attempt, so I had to go there. That's why I'm making these tips, so if anyone's ever going through anything, like, you can listen to these, because they will probably help you. But yeah, I was. But another tip is, my face whenever I zoom in. Same, I was in twice. That's cool. Sorry. I don't want to say that's cool, because of course mental hospital isn't cool, but like, it's like nice to know that someone else had to go to one, because I've never really met someone who has. But so other tips are like, take the chance to use if you go to a hospital, they will have and during like lunch periods, dinner periods, breakfast periods, they will be very long, despite if everyone's done or not. They will they do have games, so you can ask them. Most games are like card games, stuff to draw with, coloring books, or just plain pieces of paper. so is that you can pass the time if you don't want to talk to anyone. But they do have Uno, they have Jenga, and one of the ways that would help you cope with Jenga, for me, they would write random stuff on the Jenga blocks, and before you placed one down, you had to answer what was on it. And like, for example, like, how would you rate your depression on a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever? They'd be like, 100. I don't know. People were very joking about it, but I honestly, I don't know if it's a coping way, but no. I'm just gonna get as much plushies as I can real quick. This is too much. Okay, where's the sticker Stitch? Sorry, my cat was being weird. But so another thing is just if they ask you any questions, I do recommend that you actually answer them, because this will help you decide. It will help them decide whether you will stay in longer or shorter. And even if you don't want to stay longer, it may help you. For me, it like helped me, even though I still like I'm not that very sober of my thoughts and harm. I can some of the questions that they ask me in the hospital, I will ask myself, and it's a great way to cope. So, yeah. Another tip is don't be very concerned about stuff they give you. Okay, they will get in the they'll give you a box of clothes that your parents or guardians or sisters or I don't know, anyone has sent you from your home. They'll give you that, and they'll add like a brush, cream, stuff like that. Anything you will need in the bathroom, regardless of gender. I don't know. They will give you that, and honestly, don't just ask questions. Don't be like, oh, why is the brush so circular and doesn't have a handle? Honestly, I wondered that too, but I guess it was just a safety regulation. But just be happy with what you get, because the patients do not like people who will, in my mental hospital, they do not like people who will complain, because they'll be like, just be grateful, because honestly, there are other hospitals that are not good. That's sad. I got a comb and a brush. The brush was kind of like a comb, but at the same time it was like brush. It was like a brush comb thing, majig. I don't know what it was, honestly. All I know is that it was circular, like oval shape. It was black, and it just had the brush things on it, and you could just, had no handle either, so. But, and other times, maybe I don't think, a tip that I have for patients is to probably not ask them what they're in for, because some people do not feel comfortable. My toothbrush, alright, sorry. My toothbrush was like a normal toothbrush, except like the bristles were much more thinner for some reason. It was just in like a normal toothbrush. It was just a plastic, yellowish, whitish toothbrush with white bristles and a very small toothpaste packet. But it was just, normal, I guess. It was very hard to, sometimes, honestly, one time I couldn't even brush my teeth because all the bathrooms were being used, and the only available room was actually, if your mental hospital has these, was a padded room. The only way, so I went in there, and that's where I had to change, and I could not brush my teeth or use the bathroom. I had to wait. Another tip for my mental hospital, they had gym. And so, yeah, we had a padded room, because my mental institution was for the homicidal and the suicidal, and honestly, there was this crazy person who I actually managed to be friends with. She wasn't really crazy, but she was homicidal, I guess. And she had to get a room all by herself because she tried to harm someone. I'm not gonna talk about that, but and she even disassembled her bed. So but yeah, so I guess they had rooms for people who are maybe even worse than that. But another tip. Oh right, I forgot. I was in the process of doing a tip. Gym time, like I said. You are allowed to go into your rooms and, do what you do. Like, if you have a book, you can read that, or you can draw. But just like, I don't know. For me, they told me like, make sure it's in like a more active area in the hospital, because we just want to make sure you're safe and stuff like that. So you can do that if you don't want to do gym. Honestly, sometimes gym is boring. I remember, actually, I'm going to tell you a funny story about gym. So one day, someone accidentally busted another patient's lip, and they had to go like get some ice packs or whatever. Then the next day, whenever we were lined up to go into gym, the nurse was like, "What are the rules?" And I pointed out, I was like, "Don't bust people's lip." And that same day during gym, someone busted their lip. Someone got another person's lip busted, and it was hilarious. Like, it wasn't hilarious because she got hurt, but it was hilarious that did I say she? Sorry, I meant they. They used they them pronouns. I should not assume the gender. Sorry, but they busted their lip because we were playing dodgeball, and right in the face. And I feel bad for them because it looked like it really hurt, but it was kind of funny because we specifically said no busting people's lips. But yeah. So, Spot, what are you doing? Okay, she's being weird. My cat is literally just all over herself. That was weird. But some other things are, do not go crazy. I swear it'll be the worst mistake of your life if you try and fight the nurses. I don't care how heated you get, like how upset you are. Don't lose your temper, because they will give you paper clothes. And paper clothes suck, okay? The same girl I mentioned earlier, she was kind of getting like upset with the staff, the nurses, the carer, or whatever you call them. She had gotten so upset and did not listen to any of the rules that she ended up getting paper clothes, and paper clothes are not fun, okay? From what she had told me, is that they're uncomfy, they're weird, and yeah, they're also revealing, a little revealing. You can kind of see through, especially if, you identify as a girl, or if you have like any, feminine parts on your body. So just be careful of that. Just what I said. Do not, sorry, Stitch. Do not like fight the nurses. I swear it's not worth it. You will get paper clothes, and they suck. So I think that's it for tips. I might just tell you some funny stories on what my experience was for now, until like I think of any other tips, because I'm kind of all out. My brain is just overfilled because kind of the entire live stream I may or may not have been looking at my cat. Actually, I'll show you her. Here she is. Her name is Spot, and she actually is not mine. Her name is Spot. She is not actually mine. She's my cousin's, but while they are getting ready to move, I will keep her for a bit. I have to look after her. But yeah. Oh, you want to go? Okay. She's a little chubby, so that was kind of funny because she jumped down and like her fat just jiggled and it was funny. But one funny story is in the middle of the night, while I was sleeping, you know, because for some reason you just have to have your vitals taken like in literally 5 a.m. You know, we're just sleeping, and nurse just comes bursting in with the loud electronics that you need for your vitals to be taken, and my roommate literally swatted her hand away whenever she tried to like do stuff like for the vitals. She's like, "Stop! I want to sleep." They also and they had just argued with the nurse for a little bit. Luckily, they didn't get paper clothes, but good for them. But whenever it was my turn, I was just so sleepy. I was like half awake. I just flopped my hand up and just like, do whatever you gotta do, man. I was not mentally prepared for just, you know, vitals being taken, but it was so annoying because they like would make you wake up at like 7 to 8 a.m. and then they'd take your vitals to like 5 a.m. But yeah, another funny story was that vitals are, yes, I agree, they are a pain. It'll be like in the middle of the night and they'd be just putting that weird suction thingy, I don't know what you call it, that weird like thing. 3 or 4. That sucks. They make me up at like 5, and I think they only did a blood check on me like my first day being there, on my first night, and it was a finger prick that hurt, and they put that weird thingy majiggy on, but they were like, why is your heart rate so high? I'm like, look around you. Hello, I'm in a hospital. I've never done this before. Would you be would you be super calm like, oh, I'm in a hospital, that's fine. I'm okay. No, you would be like, what the frick? I'm not gonna swear because I think my siblings watch these. I don't know, so red flag. Like a risky thing. Can you not bathe yourself right on top of my Nintendo Switch spot? Thank you. But yeah, pretty much just we'd do whatever there. I don't know. I'm trying. Quick question: what are your pronouns? My pronouns. You can find them in my about section, but for the live stream, I will say my pronouns are they, he, she. They're pretty much all pronouns. I'm not very comfortable with she, but you can just use whatever as long as you don't, you know, stick to one pronoun specifically, like stuff like that. But yeah, that was weird. Why did I do that? I remember one time, you're welcome. I remember one time, me and my roommate, we were being goofy or whatever you call it. We were being goofy in our room, and because it was a mental hospital, they would not let you hurt yourself, so they had curved walls. I ran right into the curved wall, but like my adrenaline was so high because we were running around. I wasn't even phased. I was just laughing, and a nurse even came in and she's like, "Be quiet. Some people are like taking a nap or being resting," and then I heard someone from the other room said, "No, we're not," but she just was like, "If you're not, that doesn't mean that." Like she's like, "It doesn't matter if you're not. Other people on the other side of the hospital could be sleeping." And I was just, it was kind of funny, but I remember we'd also, so on our beds, we would hang upside down and see who could do the longest, and my brain still hurts from that. Another thing we would do is when we'd have to go into quiet time, we would either bring Uno, or we would bring paper and a pencil so we can play, what do you call it? Tic-tac-toe. And they usually won. Sorry, I'm trying to use my roommate's correct pronouns as they are she, they. So I was trying not to be disrespectful, even if they are not even watching this. I just want to be respectful because, being respectful is good. But we would play that, and it was nice. But I also remember one time in the yard, we would do this thing where all the hospital patients, we'd all gather up and we'd collect as many nuts as we possibly can, and we'd put them in a random section. Have you ever seen something you were not supposed to? Yes, I have. And it was in the mental hospital, which I have. So whenever the nurses weren't looking, someone from the other room slowly crept in. My throat hurts so bad. I haven't drinking water, but someone from the other room slowly crept in to me and my roommate's room, and she comes up to my roommate, and I guess they had like a thing going on. So they were just touching each other's cheeks and stuff, and she's like, "Come on, give me a kiss," and my roommate was like, "No, I'm nervous. Plus, they're there," and I was just standing there like, "Hey," and so she's like, well, she can just turn around, and so I turn around, and then when I look, and I'm like, "Are you guys done?" I just see her they're just kissing. I'm like, I think I gotta use the bathroom. Yeah, so I just go up to the nurses, and I was like, "Hey, can I use the bathroom?" They're like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Thanks. Okay, bye." So I used the bathroom, and I stayed in there until I stayed in there for 10 minutes, and I came back, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, just stomach problems." Yeah. Go back in, and the girl was like, "The nurses are out there, so we're just gonna wait." I'm like, "Okay." So that was interesting. That was great. I was 10. Also, another thing that they told me in there, the same girl who was trying to kiss my roommate, I was 10, didn't know what the talk was. She told me it, and yeah, it sucked. What did I do? I don't know, honestly. But I'm trying to think of other stories, because my memory is hazy from that because it was a year ago. But oh yeah, I remember I was sitting next to my friend in the hospital. We were just talking, and then we got served our food, and I don't know if I said this in the last live stream or this live stream, but the ham in the sandwich was raw. And not the ham, the bologna. I don't know what it is. I think it's either it was ham and bologna. Both of them were raw. And my mom, when I told my mom, she's like, "Oh, well, they probably weren't raw. You should have, did you check the edges?" And it's like, "Yeah, they were pink, perfectly pink. And it was cold." And I asked my friend, I was like, "I bet, I'm wondering if this is because of the wrapping, it looked like it was from Subway or something, but not Subway." And I was like, "So I wonder if this is from Subway or something." And my friend was like, "If it was from Subway, it'd actually be good." I was like, "Wow, okay." So I tried it. one bite, and I was like, I'm done with this. I spat it out, and I was like, I don't know if you, and when I came back from, you know, spitting out the nasty food, I saw she was eating my sandwich, so that was a win, because that means I wouldn't have to like sneak past the nurses and throw away all my food. That was nice. Have I been streaming for 30 minutes? I've been streaming for like 40 minutes if you count the other live stream, which is like 10 minutes. That, wow, I don't even know what time it is. Why am I looking around now? Oh. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, my hair's so messy. It's because I don't do my hair. I have bedhead. Okay, I sleep a lot. But yeah, those are some stories. I'm trying to think of another one. I can't remember. In the hallway before, I've streamed for 6 hours. I don't think I'm okay. Goodness, I cannot stream for 6 hours because, goodness me, my parents would just walk right on in. They'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, videoing. I'm just videoing, yeah, for Sarah. She's like, why does it say live? Then I'd be screwed. But, if I ever, I'm just saying, you know, if I ever just randomly end the live stream, it's because my mom comes home. My siblings are home, but like, you know, honestly, it doesn't even matter. Anyways, I'm trying to think of, I was playing some games though, so, I think that's a good way to like hide the fact that you're streaming, but, it's hard, honestly, I wish I could stream I wish I could do like a gaming stream, but my laptop, for some reason, broke. That's just wonderful, magnificent. But, hold on, I need a snack or something. I'm gonna grab my cat real quick. Come here. Come here, you furry animal. Thank you. We have a kitty. Hi, kitty. Ow. But, I don't give a crap if no one's in this live stream anymore, but. What games do I play? I play, I'm probably gonna sound super cringe for even saying the games I play. Sometimes I play Roblox for, like, with my cousins, my friends. Other times I'll be playing horror games like, Little Nightmares. I don't play a lot of horror games. I'll play FNAF, Little Nightmares. Other games I play is like Child of the Light, Animal Crossing, Pac-Man, Minecraft, Mario Kart, Legends of Zelda, stuff like that. But, oh, goodness. My cat just knocked over my phone. But, I said, like, Roblox might be cringe to some viewers because, for some reason, if you play Roblox, automatically you are just some weird kid for some reason, according to most people. I don't think that's true. That's bullcrap, but whatever. What are you doing? Why are you laying down like a walrus? Why are you snuggling my chair? Sorry, I was talking to my cat. I know you talk to your cat too. Don't lie. Or your dog, I don't know. I used to talk to my dog, but she's gone now. No. But I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna end the live stream now. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I just discovered that they have filters. I'm not ending the live stream yet. Okay, never mind. This is cool. I like this. Then we got a dream. Honestly, in the mental hospital, I did not dream at all. I rarely dreamt of anything except of freaking Barbara the manatee. I don't know. But bye. all I do remember is that I saw a spider. I thought I was hallucinating in the middle of the night because I hadn't eaten. I thought I saw a huge spider in the corner, but there wasn't a spider. Okay, let me just keep on checking out these filters, and then maybe I'll... Oh my gosh, my eyes. Actually, I don't give a crap if no one's even watching anymore. This filter called Sketch reminds me of the time we were playing hide and go scare a couple days ago, and my cousin for some reason has light mode on, and because hide and go scare is in the dark, she turns on her phone and it was like on the full brightness light mode. It was like if you were looking at the sun. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end the live stream now. I've been streaming for over 36 minutes, so goodbye. I hope these tips from my live streams helped you, will help you in the future if you ever have to go to a mental hospital. I will be here for you. You can always talk to me, even though I'm just gonna let you know I might not be the best when it comes to advice. Not like if you're not feeling mentally well, because I still am not feeling 100% mentally well, but I will try my best. So yeah, bye. Thank you for watching.